Hand sanitizer! There we go. I've been waiting for you. Where can we stick hand sanitizer? Over there. Good morning everybody and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be starting our playthrough of 2 Point Hospital. And as you can probably see, I've already got a save file going. Which I went into yesterday, just to sort of remind me of how the controls work. Mostly because my muscle memory right now is working based off of the Sims 4 build mode, which does not work with this one, as you might guess. So we're going to be starting a completely new game.
At 2 Point Hospital, over 52% of our patients believe they leave healthier than when they arrived. Our precisely calibrated equipment is operated by compassionate healthcare practitioners, many of whom have even been to medical school or watched ER. If you suffer from turtle head, let us ease your worries and noggin gently out of your body. Chest infection is no laughing matter. Put your trust and oversized shoes in our capable hands. We're building a brighter, safer future, and hardly anything will stand in our way. You deserve the best. So join us at 2 Point Hospital. We're open for new staff, new patients, and a new you. Can I go play golf yet? I'm teeing off at 3.
Right, so that's the gist of it. While it's a hospital manager, it's a very humorous one. And here we have Albert Crank, who is going to be the little pebble in my shoe for the upcoming, I think, 3 hospitals at least, until he's done with all his tutorials. Now, in general, we would spend as much time in each hospital as it would take to get them to 3 stars, but since the first 3 or so hospitals, I assume, are going to be unlocking the very basic treatment and diagnostics rooms, we're going to be piecing out of here the moment we hit the 1st star, just so we can get all the rooms unlocked as fast as possible. Because once they're unlocked, we can use them in the previous hospitals as well. And that's going to make it a lot easier for us to reach the targets. There, we have moved the camera. So a little bit of lore. I used to be a child at some point. Shocking, I know. But when I was a child, we had this ancient video game console called the PlayStation 1. Some of you may have played on it. Some of you were probably born after it had already become obsolete. And on the PlayStation 1, there was a game called Theme Hospital. And this is essentially the same game for more modern hardware and audiences. And I used to love Theme Hospital, like, to death. It was one of my favorite games, even before I even knew how to speak English properly. So I just had to get this the moment I realized this thing actually exists. Right, so here we are building the General Practitioner's office. And this is going to be the room where all the patients go for their first diagnosis and eventually, hopefully, their only diagnosis, but that's probably not gonna happen anytime soon. And here, as you can see, our Dr. Bobby Pigmento has 2 skills. One is in general practice and yes, and the other is in treatment. So Bobby over here is going to be one of our every room doctors. And rotate the camera with the mouse wheel. And pitch the camera, which was also mouse wheel. There we go. And let's get us a unfortunate. Now, why would you give so many doctors with the diagnostics and not the general practice? That's not very nice of you. Right. So Bobby has diagnosed our first ever patient. And we have unlocked our pharmacy. And this room is going to be the bane of my existence going forward. Unless we get ourselves a really good nurse. Because the pharmacy has a relatively high fatality rate as it happens. And hopefully we won't be running into that issue too much. It all depends on the nurse we get. Oh! Yeah, so the nurses, they have the treatment specialization, but they've also got the specific pharmacy management specification. And hopefully the fact that she has pharmacy management and treatment both will mean that she won't perform that many mishaps with our dear patients. Now, as far as I know, the first one is a guaranteed success, but the rest of them won't be. Did I say she? His name is Miles. If that's a guy, my bad. There we go. So, the first patient has been cured.
Our very first patient.
And the hospital reputation is really not gonna be a big problem at this point. We don't care about that all that much, since it's just the tutorial level. Right. We already have a janitor, we can ignore that. Here we have the hospital attractiveness, the patient health, happiness, staff happiness. Well, they've only been here for a couple of days, so can't be that bad. And we're already losing money, isn't that lovely? They wanted me to get another extinguisher for whatever reason. Yeah, so our machines, like the pharmacy machine over here, can spontaneously catch on fire if you leave it alone for too long. But that shouldn't be an issue for the time being, since we really only have that one machine. Yes. Let's put the drinks and a snacks machine. And a few more bins. The bins are very important because whenever you have a patient who's feeling a little too sick, they're going to seek out a bin, hopefully, to be sick in. Good job, Miles. Miles has a 100% cure rate after 3 patients.
This is Ricky Hawthorne, bringing talk, music, and news to the whole of 2 Point County. And if you're listening to us from the newly opened hospital, just turn up that volume, because nothing drowns out the sound of sick people like the voice of a world-class DJ. Coming up next,
This is
42
probably a bit
hours of
too
music from
big
the
for a
background
staff room,
band.
considering that we
Enjoy.
don't actually have most of the items yet. But as you can see, our prestige just went up, and each room has a prestige of up to 5. And when it comes to the staff room especially, having a very prestigious staff room means that you have happy staff members. So it really is worth putting in effort to make the room look nice. And some of the items that we'll get later on will require quite a lot of space. Guess they can have sun, right? Okay. So a spacious staff room is always a good thing to put in. Especially since we're not gonna be having that many rooms in this place anyway. We can afford the space. Yes, drinks and snacks are great, and we already have a janitor, so that should be fine.
No money, no treatment.
Oh yes, the American way, as you'd say. No money, no treatment. Nice job, Miles. You haven't killed anyone yet. I'm proud of you. Living in a post-COVID world, I really wish we'd have a hand sanitizer, but the thing costs like, what was it, 150? Or 150 kudosh. We currently have 40. So, that's not happening yet. Okay, so we have discovered a few illnesses now. And we should probably be clicking this one. So, without the fast track treatment decision, all the patients will go back to the GP's office once they receive their diagnosis, so the GP can then send them to treatment. And this will cause long queues later on down the line, so we're going to try to click this one right off the bat in every hospital we're starting from this moment forward. Also, apologies if my mouth tracking is a bit scuffed. I still haven't quite figured out how to speak in a way that makes my mouth track properly. It looks a lot better in VBridger than it does in VTube Studio for some reason. Hospital level 3, is it?
You know, I've been humming that
there's a
tune to
general
myself
diagnosis.
all week, which is uncanny because I've never heard it before. Or have I? Oh well, more catchy music coming right up.
There we go. So, general diagnosis is a room that's staffed by a nurse. And this will help our GPs by lessening their workload. One photo of Jasmine Odyssey and we have a Prestige 3. There we go. And if I remember correctly, Miles has no diagnostic skills. There we go. So Miss Yolanda over here is a cheap option for general diagnosis. Yeah, that's probably gonna be fine for now. Let's put a few benches over there. And with the fast track treatment decision, we should be able to send Gwyn over here to treatment right away if Yolanda actually manages to diagnose her illness. Okay. And here we can see the illnesses we have. So both of them are treated in the pharmacy. And at the moment both of them have a 100% cure rate. Good job, Miles! I'm proud of you. Get ourselves another assistant so they can take turns. And maybe add a few more plants around. So here you can see how hospital attractiveness works. it's a pain to say the least. Each plant has such a small area of effect.
Plants need water.
We found a new illness and we're placing in a ward. As far as rooms go, ward is one of my favorite ones by far. Let's make it a bit bigger. And wards actually serve two purposes. Unless otherwise specified, they can be used for diagnosis and they can be used for treatment. Nurse's station over there. Screen can go over here. And nurses have a specific skill for ward management, but they don't actually require it in order to be in the ward. There we go. I think we should probably get one more nurse. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Your job is going to be general diagnosis and ward, I guess. And Miles gets to stick to his pharmacy. Where's Miles? There's Miles. Yeah, that's probably gonna be fine. Miles is gonna need a break at some point, but the pharmacy will just be out of action for the time. Now here, you can actually set extra staff to the ward and also determine which wards are for diagnosis and which are for treatment if you don't want them to serve both purposes at the same time. Though, as far as I know, there's no way to designate nurses to specific ward rooms, so you can't have like a diagnostics nurse working in only the diagnostics ward. They'll be interchanging. Ah, right, it's going to want another GP's office for whatever reason. Don't know why though, since it's not like we... Oh, those are some really poor applicants. This just increases their working speed, it's not a specific qualification, so I tend to view those kinds of doctors as pretty useless, as mean as that sounds. I usually like my doctors to have either the GP qualification or the treatment qualification at least, unless they're like psychiatrists or surgeons or something. No, then. Why do I have another GP's office? Come on, we don't need that. There we go. We've got our first ever specified illness
In the
room.
news today, conditions at the Rotting Hill Hospital are getting worse every day.
Oh hey,
Apparently,
Rotting Hill's the
patients
place I
are
was in
just as likely
yesterday.
to die from sinkholes and crumbling ceilings as any diseases. At
I
least
didn't
that'll
know
keep
they
the
actually
queues
mentioned
down.
the other locations in the radio. You can tell I haven't been paying attention to it.
The fauna are reminded not to disturb the flora.
I love the announcer. That's something they got from Theme Hospital. That one used to have these like funny announcements as well. that one since we haven't even diagnosed the lightheadedness illness yet. Bullocks is a pharmacy illness. Oh, okay. How are our doctors in terms of... Oh, okay. Bobby can take care of that. And you're banned from there. Good job, Bobby. I have faith in you. Let's see how Bobby does. Though before that, actually. For no reason in particular, we're going to get that specific janitor. We probably didn't actually need a second one just yet, but just in case. Come on, Bobby, you can do it.
When first entering the hospital, please make your way to reception.
Yes! Nice job, buddy. I'm gonna give you a raise.
Pharmacy, calling nurse.
Nice job. Oh. Oh. Right. Come on now, the illness difficulty was 20%. Yolanda. Here I was expecting our first accident to happen either in the pharmacy or the deluxe clinic. Oh, nice job! Did you cure another one? Nice job! Just one more left. You know, I find it infinitely funny when these guys with like light bulbs for heads walk into the hospital and the doctors and nurses are just
gardening.
like, I'm not
who
sure
doesn't
what's
like
wrong with you.
gardening? Digging up a bit of soil, sticking
But
your hands in a
I guess
bit
it's
of manure.
realistic.
Oh, I can almost smell it
Oh.
now. No,
Unfortunate.
Wait, the sewage pipes burst again. No, my
Well,
mistake. Anyway,
he still cured
keep
more
those
than
fingers green.
he's accidented. Just one more patient with, there we go, with a light bulb for her head, and we can move on to the next one. Oh, and we're actually making money. All hail the US medical system. Healthcare system, that's the word I was looking for. Yes, I know about Kudosh.
Patients that leave negative reviews will be identified and targeted personally.
I kinda want the purple benches.
Nurse wanted on the
Kind
ward.
of. But also the hand sanitizer would be incredibly useful. Do we have a queue for here? No? Close that up for now. Do we have a queue for here? Guess not. Ah. Come on, Bobby. Where is he anyway? Oh, unfortunate.
Doctor required in
GPs and deluxe as well. Okay, so Bobby is heading over there. And... oh. Miss OSHA violations has entered the GP's office. I guess that was a useless dog.
I don't know what to do, Dave. I'm so sad all the
Maybe
time, and my
open that
cooking is
for him.
terrible.
Sound familiar? What can he do, Dave?
Why don't you try the Orb Foundation?
Come
The
on,
Orb
Bobby.
Foundation?
Get us the one
The
star.
Orb
Get me
Foundation.
out of here.
I used to have problems, but now I just have fun. instead.
Yeah, there we go.
The orb is the perfect shape and the perfect solution. Sponsored placement from the Orb Found. Rise and shine, everyone. And if you happen to be in Lower Bullocks this morning, watch out for the gathering of druids down the Crogbend's Ring. In a total coincidence, the town will also pay host to a psychology convention today. Should all work out nicely.
Huh, so this is going to unlock us psychiatry. I guess? Maybe? Foreshadowing is a literary device? Ah, yeah, there we go. That's going to get us psychiatry. Let me just check the thermal comfort. Okay. So we should be fine in terms. Why would you put your GP's office over there? Yeah, we can stick a toilet over there, I guess. Might have actually been a useless thing to check anyway, cause yeah, the fireplace is not unlocked yet. And unlocking this lamp would be pretty useless since it's only available for the psychiatrists. Oh, never mind, we already had a psychiatrist over here. Get hospital to level 10. Level 3. Where did I get the 10 from? We have a toilet. Who put this over here? You're wasting perfectly good space. Can fit an entire room over there for crying out loud. Also, like, I know they said that having large rooms will be good for prestige, but that's a bit of an overkill, don't you think? Right, our Mockstar patient over there is going to go to psychiatry, and hopefully we don't have any accidents.
I went to a holistics nature commune last week to see what they could do about my gravy allergy. They recommended a long stay at their spa and a bottle of rosemary extract. It cost me a month's wages, but I'm finally starting to feel the effects. Still can't eat gravy though.
Anyway. Some posters here and there.
Patients are reminded not to spread diseases.
Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. This one can be in charge of our... Yes, that. The pharmacy, maybe over here. The pharmacist can have one plant as a treat. Not sure why there would be a lightheadedness poster in the pharmacy, but anyway. Hand sanitizer! There we go. I've been waiting for you. Where can we stick hand sanitizer? Over there. Just one more, so you can have a Sonic poster for all I care. Yep, prestige now. A prestige level 3. That'll do it. And a bit in case somebody decides to have some stomach issues. Since we already unlocked upgrades, that should help us pass the night up. Speaking of diagnosis, click the fast track treatment decision. Nice job, everybody. What's your... You've cured 3. Good job. Oh, and she's also diagnosed one, so just like the ward, psychiatry can be used for both diagnosis and for treatment.
The jackpot hasn't changed him one bit.
I am aware of hospital attractiveness, thank you, Albert.
In his new gold-plated hovercraft, just like he's always done.
Let's get us one more nurse who will be solely in charge of diagnostics. Not allowed in the pharmacy. And we'll be able to use our general diagnosis soon enough. Once Gregory over here is done with the upgrade. And we unlocked new buildings as well. First, let's build ourselves a pants lab. We put that over there. That'll work for now. I guess we should get this dog here as well. She's a bit expensive, but then again, she's got both treatment and psychiatry, so we're going to let her and Barry be in charge of Bullocks and Pants Lab to minimize the risk of unfortunate accidents. Though, to be fair, like, it's not their fault that sometimes people are just too, you know. Should we have a ward as well? We do have a lot of space over there. Oh. Before that, though. Our little drones will need a room to relax in. Hand sanitizer. Let's give them some windows, which will mostly be covered up by the machine, but anyway. They shouldn't let that bother them too much. They're getting a staff room, which is like a huge achievement. The fact that I actually remember to give them one, I mean. Where's our second? There we go. Yup, that sounds cheap enough. Oh. Kate, you're getting your award. Can make a nice big ward right over here. Nice big ward with lots of windows. And I suppose we need to move this bin. Good, you can be in charge of the pharmacy and the ward. Yeah, that should have us covered. At least for the time being. No, there we go, there's our first panhead. So Pam's lab will be seeing action soon enough.
Could all germs please leave the hospital?
And now that our second building is done, I think we'll end this episode over here. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, subscribe if you're into content like this, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!